Okay, 7:30 a.m., time for my morning meds. All right, let's see what we've got here over on the desk. These are my morning meds, I believe. That sounds like Eliquis. Now that sounds like omeprazole. That one is definitely gabapentin, I think. Here's prednisone, 20 milligrams. Now here's another one. What is this? Smaller bottle, just like this bottle. Oh my goodness, this must be losartan. And then this one must be the prednisone 5 milligram. And then we have, what's this? Is that normal Tylenol? But it's in the same size bottle as the prednisone 5 milligrams. And then these two bottles are the same. Now, what is this one? This must be omeprazole, or is it Eliquis? Oh no, if I take too many Eliquis and don't take my losartan, then I won't have my blood pressure meds. There's gotta be a better way. Hi folks, this is Pete Lane. Welcome to another iPhone 101 demonstration from Blindabilities. In this episode, not only will we demonstrate the iOS ScripTalk app, which provides an RFID digital talking label reader feature, but also we will have an interview with Jenna Reed, Marketing Director for Envision America. This should be a good one, folks, so hang on to your hat and let's get started. About 3 months ago, I found myself running into a problem with identifying pills, distinguishing one pill from another, which, if the medications happen to be just right, or in my case, just wrong, this could cause problems and serious health concerns if you mix up your medications. So I finally realized that I needed a better method to distinguish between my multiple medications. Enter Envision America and Scriptability. The first place I went is to the Envision America website. There I found an explanation of how to begin the process of enrolling in the Scriptability or ScripTalk program. Let me illustrate how that process went, first with an interview with Jenna Reed, Director of Marketing for Envision America. Welcome to Blindabilities. I'm Pete Lane. With me today is Jenna Reed. Jenna is the Director of Marketing for Envision America. Envision America has carved its way into the lexicon of organizations that provide valuable services in the blindness community. Jenna, good afternoon and welcome to the Blindabilities studio. Great to have you aboard today.
Hi, Pete. Thank you so much for having me. It's my pleasure to be here. As I told you earlier, I've been following your show for several years now, and I'm very impressed with what you guys do and the news that you bring to the community.
Well, that's great to hear, and I appreciate those kind words. Jenna, kick us off by telling us a little bit about yourself and Envision America, the company.
My history is in journalism and writing. I've been doing it for over 20 years, and a few years ago, I got into marketing. And one thing I really love doing is helping educate, helping to bring benefit to the community. I've always loved, that feeling of helping others because I think that really brings our society together. So when I was looking to relocate from Washington, D.C. to Florida and the opportunity opened up with Envision America, it was such an easy choice for me. I love what this company does. I love what they stand for. We've been in business now for 25 years. July was our 25th anniversary. So we're very excited about that. And our company just keeps growing. 25 years ago, you guys might have heard the story. If not, bear with me. David Raystrick, one of our founders, along with his father, Phil Raystrick, had some vision impairment in their family. Two of David's uncles had RP and they used to play poker together. And so it became kind of a challenge as to how they could do it. I think Dave used to whisper in one of his uncle's ears while the other one could read braille. And it got them to thinking, well, how can they do this? How can they help both their uncles and others in the community, give them the independence and security to do what they want to do? He came up with the idea of the talking barcode scanner, which, as many of you know, is the ID Mate that's been around pretty much since the company's inception. We've come up with different models over the years, but because it's so strong and it's so indestructible, it lasts for so long. We did put a lot of thought and consideration into doing another model, but after some analysis, we looked at the market and it was just really tough to get some of the parts that we really wanted. And it was a really tough decision but we had to go ahead and retire it. We're not going anywhere. We're continuing to do updates to the database. We're here with any questions or issues our customers may have. For those units still under warranty, we're happy to take care of them. So if you have any issues, you can always call us at 1-800-890-1180. We're still in the market for years to come to help you guys. But yeah, it was a really, really hard decision, but that's something that we had to do. Now we're a little bit more focused on accessible prescription labels. So that's something we've just been really going like gangbusters with. More than 20,000 patients now have a ScripTalk reader or have this accessible labels throughout the US and overseas. We're expanding internationally. So, the sky's the limit. We're looking at growth. We're excited.
That's great. Again, to clarify for any of those with questions about IDMate, you're no longer selling them. They're no longer available for new purchasers. You will, for those who are currently still under warranty, provide all required repairs and maintenance. Now, what about those who are out of warranty and are searching for maybe a part or some repair to their machine? Would you be providing that, or would you have suggestions as to where they might go for that type of service?
They can call us. We're here for them. If we can't do it in-house, we do have some parts still in stock. Those aren't going anywhere. We can take care of you. If we can point you in the right direction, we definitely will. So just give us a call if you have any challenges or issues, or even just need advice or want to talk about labels that are available. We still carry the label stock too, the adhesives, as well as some of the others.
For use with IDMate.
Correct.
Great. Yeah, it's hard to believe that Envision America has been around for now more than 25 years. Well, let's jump into talking prescription labels. Talk a little bit about Scriptability for us.
Scriptability does encompass a wide array of accessible prescription labels. You've got your ScripTalk talking labels, and then you've got your ScriptView, which is a really awesome booklet-style label. It attaches right to the bottle. So if you have some vision, that might be your choice. I think it's up to 22 fonts the pharmacist can put on it. That encompasses all your directions, your warnings, your pharmacist information. Everything you need is going to be attached securely to that bottle. So it's not like that flyer. I know I've gotten home and they give me this educational flyer, and a week later, I don't even know where it is. It's probably in the trash. So you're not going to lose that. So we have that in the large print, the dual language, and controlled substance safety label. And then we have the braille. The pharmacist uses a special embosser. It's a contracted grade 2 braille, which they're going to stick right on the bottle for you. So as you pick it up, it's no more rubber bands, no more sticking it in different drawers, trying to figure out what is what. You can immediately feel that bottle and tell which prescription that is.
So that's probably very limited information, such as the name of the medication and maybe the patient's name.
Correct. But you can also always get your pharmacist to put that RFID, that label on the bottom of the bottle as well, so that you could use a ScripTalk station. Or, Pete, I know you love the app.
Yes.
So that you can have it with you wherever you go, so that you can scan that bottle and get all that information as you need it. And I think now it even includes like your most recent medications. And we're constantly looking at, how we can benefit our patients and our customers. So we're always adapting and evolving what we offer.
Yes, it does. It contains a world of information. And I'm actually going to be including at the end of this interview, Jenna, an iPhone101 demonstration on the use of the app. You are correct. There is a section in there entitled Meds. So yeah, it's great information.
It's also awesome because when you go to the doctor now, you don't have to carry all those pills with you. You've got it right there on your phone.
Right on your phone. You just whip out the iPhone or your Android phone, and they'll have your complete list of meds. Tell us a little bit about the difference between the device and the apps as far as Scriptability and the talking label readers.
They work pretty much the same. The goal originally was to have the app with you for when you're traveling or when you're on the go. The device itself, I liken it to an old school portable CD player. It's got the 3 buttons on it, your circle read button, and then your 2 arrows. The wheel is on the right of it, so you just spin it to turn it on. Both of them are very easy to use. When you use it on the app, you need to make sure that you turn on your near field communication. That's what it uses to read that prescription information. So you just hold the bottom of the bottle up to either the front of the phone if you have an iPhone, and I know you'll go through all this, Pete, or the back of the phone if you have an Android like I do, and it's going to catch that information and it'll read it. And the benefit of the app is it does store all your medication information. Worst case scenario, something is going wrong with you and you need to make a stop at a hospital or a doctor's office, and they're asking you, what medications are you on, or maybe your family member, and you have that readily accessible that you can give that to them. The device does not store the information. They're sisters. They're very similar. They serve the same purpose. It's just what you're comfortable with. We're not doing away with the device. In fact, we keep improving it. So we're just trying to meet our customers where they're at with what they're most comfortable using.
Right. I would characterize the use of the ScripTalk app on iOS to be very simple. Jenna, if an individual who's listening now wants to get enrolled in the program and they're not sure if their pharmacy is a participating pharmacy in the Scriptability program, how would they find out?
Thanks for asking. That's such a great question. There's two key ways to do that. The first off is you can go to envisionamerica.com. If you scroll to the very bottom, there is a lookup feature where you can actually enter your zip code, and it's going to tell you all participating pharmacies near you. The only exception to that is Walmart. If no one has requested it at local Walmart just yet, it might not come in our database. However, all you need to do is request it from them, and then we'll get you set up. We are in all Walmarts throughout the country. That's one way of doing it. And then just give us a call or contact the pharmacy directly and they'll get the ball rolling. Or if you have issues, perhaps you're not seeing a local pharmacy listed that you want to work with, we're always here. We have such an awesome customer service team. I love working with them and I count them among my friends, and they do such a great job. They really care, and they will go out of their way to try to get you set up with the pharmacy that you want. If the pharmacy isn't currently using ScripTalk or Scriptability, we're going to do everything in our power to get them to use it. If that doesn't work, then we can get you set up probably with a mail order if your insurance allows. We'll talk you through the options available to you to get you those accessible prescription labels that you need.
Yes, I did see quite a few, it seemed to me, of the mail order pharmacies on your website.
Chances are that, yes, we work with your mail order.
I had been working with a national chain here in Florida, and they do not participate in the ScriptTalk program because they have their own talking label program. So check that out. It may or may not compare with the quality and organizational structure of the one provided by Envision America. Now, you are available to some extent in Canada. Can you talk a little bit about that for our Canadian listeners?
Sure. I believe we're available at some Walmarts up there, as well as Sobeys throughout the country. But again, just give us a call, or you can look it up on our zip code lookup. We'll do our utmost to find the pharmacy near you to serve you.
You just mentioned the zip code lookup feature. All you need to do is enter your zip code, and it will list all participating pharmacies. And it listed a half a dozen in my area, 2 of which were within 5 miles. Very convenient. I want to say at this point, Jenna, that the enrollment process for me as an individual was almost flawless. I did have a local pharmacy that's a part of a supermarket chain here in the Southeast, and the local pharmacy technician with whom I spoke initially was unfamiliar with the program. He referred me to his pharmacist, and she immediately jumped in, having familiarity with the program, and actually got with Yolanda on your customer service staff, who was more than accommodating and got me enrolled in the system within probably a week or so. So it was a great experience.
Oh, yeah. Yolanda's wonderful. She's just one example of the wonderful team that we have on staff here that go out of their way to help. Sometimes you go into the pharmacist, and you ask them, and perhaps they just haven't seen it or gotten the information yet from corporate, but the pharmacy does offer it. So sometimes you just have to take that extra step to call us just to get set up.
And I think you'll find that with large, maybe nationwide chains, that their one store in could be dozens, hundreds, even thousands in some cases. So they may not be intimately familiar with all of the programs offered by corporate. If you get we're not familiar with that program, just push them a little bit and ask them to check with their regional or corporate offices. Well, good. Jenna, thank you so much. Tell us how we can reach out one more time to Envision America in the event that we have some questions.
Yeah, we'd love to hear from you. We spend our days talking to folks. This is what we love. Our phone number is 1-800-890-1180. Our website is envisionamerica.com. That's ENVISIONAMERICA.com. And if you prefer email, you can always email us directly at customerservice@envisionamerica.com. If you guys are on social media, look us up. We're under Envision America on Facebook. You can find us on Twitter. And you can also find the company on LinkedIn if you happen to be on there.
Ever present in the community.
Reach out. We're here to help.
That's great. We've been speaking with Jenna Reed. Jenna is the Director of Marketing with Envision America. Jenna, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day. We appreciate all the good information. It's been great talking to you. Have a great day.
Thank you, Pete. I loved being on.
It was our pleasure. Okay, so now you've got the background on the process to get registered or enrolled in the Scriptability program. So now let's jump into the ScripTalk app. First, we have to go to the iOS App Store, type in the name of the app, which is ScripTalk, and that's spelled ScripTalk. That's one word with only one T. Get it? It is free of charge. There are no in-app purchases, and we're good to go. Now let's jump into the app itself. Open ScripTalk.
ScripTalk Mobile heading.
The opening screen is very simple. Let's flick through it and get familiar with it. We've got two scans available. One is
Full scan button.
full scan,
Quick scan button.
and then we have the quick scan. Let's start with the quick scan. Now, the quick scan will give you only the name of the medication. Frankly, I think this will be the most used option that I will be utilizing when using this app. I have multiple prescription bottles, and while I can usually tell the difference between them based on size, shape, and if necessary, the size and the shape of the pill inside, there has been a time when I have confused two medications. They were similarly sized and shaped pills. Both were very small and round, and they were in the same size pill bottle. Fortunately, it did not bring disastrous results, but man, it could have. That's when I decided to enroll in the Scriptability program. So let's go ahead and check out the quick scan.
Quick scan button. Place ScripTalk label over ear speaker at the top of the phone.
What I do is place my iPhone with the screen facing up on a table or desk, and I go down to the quick scan, double tap it with one finger, and then I place the pill bottle on the screen at the top of the phone where the ear slot resides. The ear slot, or that general area, has a sensor that picks up the RFID transmission from the ScripTalk label at the bottom of the pill bottle. So as long as you have the pill bottle upright and it's on the screen over the ear slot, the sensor will pick up the RFID information. And as you hear,
Ready to scan. Hydrochlorothiazide 12.5 mg TB.
it picked up the name of the medication only, which again is what the quick scan will yield. Now let's go back and go to the full scan.
Place ScripTalk label over ear speaker at the top of the phone. ScripTalk Mobile heading. Full scan button.
I will single finger double tap.
Alert. Ready to scan. Place ScripTalk label over ear speaker at the top. ScripTalk. Patient name. Peter Lane. Medication. Hydrochlorothiazide 12.5 mg TB. Instructions. Take one tablet by mouth one time daily as needed. Quantity, 30. Fill date, July 15, 2021. Refills remaining, 1. Prescriber. Publix Pharmacy number 1022. Pharmacy phone, 904. Prescription number. Warning. Avoid prolonged or excessive exposure to direct and / or artificial sunlight while using this medication. More information button.
And there you heard it, a ton of information. Actually, this medication is very simple. It's diuretic. There you know way too much about my health situation. All right, let's quickly go through the rest of the app and check out some of the elements.
Back button. ScripTalk Mobile heading. Full scan button. Quick scan button.
And there are our two scan options. Let's move on to the next one and check it out.
My meds button.
Here's my meds. Let's do a single finger double tap.
PREDNISON 5 mg tablet, August 6, 2021, 12:23 p.m. Hydrochlorothiazide 12.5 mg TB, August 3, 2021, 3:02 p.m. Actions available.
And that's all that's in the Meds tab. Essentially, once you have done a full scan on a particular script, it loads the name of the medication into the Meds, so you have at least a partial record of some of your medications. Okay, let's back out of this tab and go on to the next one.
Back button. ScripTalk Mobile heading. Full scan. Quick scan. My meds button. Pharmacies button.
This Pharmacies tab allows you to search for local pharmacies in your area with a quick and simple process using your zip code. And our final button is the Help tab. Let's go listen.
Help button. The ScripTalk mobile app is used to read ScripTalk RFID prescription labels. Is your pharmacy a Scriptability pharmacy? If not, ask them to become one, or use the following link to find one. That is, find the participating pharmacy button. ScripTalk has been around for more than a decade. But now, it's available using your smartphone. Individuals with vision impairments or reading challenges can scan their ScripTalk medications to get information spoken aloud. The app works with or without voiceover enabled in settings to provide safe and independent medication use. To use the app, you have two scanning options. Full scan. This will do a full display / read out of the information. It will also save it to your My Meds page, which is sorted from the newest medication scan to the oldest. You will hear a ticking sound. Place the prescription 1/2 inch from the top edge of the phone. You will hear a ding sound and your info will be spoken. Navigate using voiceover by swipes or by sliding the finger up and down the screen to get the information you want to hear. You can tap the pharmacy phone number to dial it. Also, tap more information to hear other details for that medication. Quick scan. This will keep scanning but only speak the medication name. Quick scan can help with identifying a particular medication in a group of different ones. Quick scans are not added to the My Meds page. To end a quick scan, cancel it manually, or let it time out.
Just a quick tip. When you perform the quick scan, it's helpful to lift the bottle off the screen after the initial scan has begun. Otherwise, VoiceOver may get hung up on reading the prescription name and repeat it. So as soon as you hear that initial scan complete, pick up the bottle off the screen and you'll get a smooth read of the medication name.
Edit mode. When you tap Edit on the My Meds list page, you may select medications, then either delete them or export them to the body of an email which you can send to whomever you choose.
Let me interject that that's a pretty cool feature. In the Edit mode under the Health tab, you can send them wherever you wish. So if you do have another doctor or a particular hospital or clinic that needs a list of your medications, this is a very convenient way to get that.
We want your feedback. Please use one of the options below for any comments or questions about this app. Email scriptability.apps@envisionemerica.com. Phone 800-890-1180. Thanks and happy scanning on Vision America.
So there we go. I'll get out of this app now. In conclusion, here's what we've learned. We've learned about Envision America, the company, the service called Scriptability that Envision America provides to blind and visually impaired patients. So if you're having any trouble with your medications, keeping them sorted, recalling the dosage, if you're curious about side effects and any additional information on the meds that you're taking, or even if you're not having problems, but that you want to avoid problems in the future, check out Envision America's website at envisionamerica.com. That's spelled ENVISION, America, one word, .com. There you'll find a huge list of participating pharmacies, so you can scan through it by zip code, and it will list nearby pharmacies that are participants in the program. Speak to the pharmacist or a pharmacist technician and mention ScripTalk and Envision America and tell them you would like ScripTalk labels added to your medications each time you refill them. If your pharmacy is not on the list, then you can give Envision America a call, and one of the several accommodating customer service representatives will be glad to help you. So that should do it for today. I want to thank you all for listening to this demo. I hope you gained some benefit from it. Thanks so much for listening, and have a great day.
When we share
what we see through
each other's eyes, we can then begin to bridge the gap
between the limited expectations and the realities of blind abilities.
The realities of blind abilities.
For more podcasts with a blindness perspective, check us out on the web at www.blindabilities.com, on Twitter at blindabilities. Download our app from the App Store, blindabilities, that's 2 words, or send us an email at info@blindabilities.com. Thanks for listening.